Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley.
Everything in my video was found on a public domain, and I urge everybody to do their own research.
Lots of love and many blessings your way. This video is intended for educational purposes. Let's connect the dots. Have you ever heard of the deep state? It's an alleged secret network of especially non-elected government officials and sometimes private entities operating extra-legally to influence and enact government policy. In other words, a super government that has no accountability to anyone. Do you believe there's a deep state, or do you have faith in governments? For example, Overstock CEO Patrick Byrne resigned after he admitted that he aided in deep state Russian investigations.
And to me, that speaks volumes.
And the people involved, you guys, it seems endless. Okay, you guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a backstory, and let's see if we can connect some dots just to start with in this video. Even though the brothers seemed close growing up, especially after the death of Diana, it's no secret that Harry's always had a streak of jealousy towards William. One time, Harry even told the media that he felt like his brother William was very jealous of him. I always took that as so ridiculous. Nor has it ever been a secret that Harry suffers from some sort of a mental instability. Depression, anxiety, paranoia, fear. He seems super insecure, especially around his brother, and he always seemed to want what William had. And throughout the years, we've all heard about his paternity. Who is his father? I can't tell you for a fact who his dad is. It's just always been in the back of my mind that maybe they handle Harry a little bit differently because Harry does know there's a truth, a guarded secret that maybe nobody else knows. That could potentially, cause some destruction to the royal family, considering they're such big deals when it comes to bloodline, that kind of stuff. So if he knows he's not the son of Charles, he has some ammunition in his pocket, and maybe that's why they treat him differently. And we all know they'll go to any lengths to protect the monarch. That's been proven. Fast forward to 2007, when Kate and William actually split up. William took some time off to sow his wild oats, to be a free young man. But it was Harry, all the while, consoling Kate behind the scenes. I believe it was during that time that Harry caught feelings for Kate. I really do. As they say, whoever they are, pictures speak 1,000 words. He got so burned out and tired. I believe that he was so in love with Kate, and to be the third wheel to Kate and William when they did get back together was such a low blow to him. And I don't know if anybody else has realized this, but to me it seems like Harry's his most comfortable self at the peak of his happiness when he's in Kate's presence, especially alone. According to my journalist friend, and I thank you, Jay, who has, by the way, made his entire career watching the royal family and has a plethora of knowledge, unbelievable. And I had permission to say that much. It was about a year after William and Kate rekindled their relationship, Harry and William had a huge falling out that nobody knows the subject of. And that's about the same time that Harry joined the Soho House in London and started making new friends away from the ones that he grew up with William. There was a hostility between the brothers whenever they were together. And a couple years after that, Harry struck out to really get under William's skin. He started soliciting for ethnic women to date, which should be an insult to anybody not Caucasian. Brazilian, African American, biracial. And even though this is educational due to YouTube's guidelines, I'm just not going to outright say why. However, if you know anything about the history of the royal family, you'll know exactly where I'm going with this. And that mindset is definitely a learned behavior, sad but true. Harry liked to get underneath William's skin, and everybody I've talked to about this say this was a major, major pawn in that game. And of course, we all know after his soliciting for these ethnic women to be with a prince and have their fantasies come true, live happily ever after. Side note, it didn't work on Rihanna. She said no way, she had her own money. Good for you, girl. He went hard after somebody that looked very much similar to Meghan. Now, allegedly, Marcus Anderson started his career as a concierge to the elite and wealthy. Whatever they want, he did. In fact, it was said his greatest quality is keeping his mouth shut. He never says a word. He introduced Meghan to Harry. By the way, was he ever spotted at Misha's wedding? Seems he's fallen off the map. Meghan was over the moon at the idea of being with a prince. Who wouldn't, really? And she met all the criteria he was looking for. And finally, he has exactly what his brother has, minus Kate. Now, I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but I'm just telling you what's been told to me and my perspective on the entire situation. She came in knowing her place, knowing what her role was. She was created for a purpose. And I don't think Harry thought that it would backfire, but it has. She's taken full advantage. From the jump, she's overspent money without any regard to the royal family and gotten away with it. She's really diminished their reputation and has gotten away with it. And as she confessed to her friends, when she gets married, the second she's married, she was going to hit the ground running. Is that something you'd say if you fell in love or accepted a deal? And have you noticed almost instantaneously after they began their marriage life, all this negativity about William and Kate started flooding out into the media? And if Harry was truly not trying to harm his brother, the future king, wouldn't you think that would have been dealt with real fast? But instead, Harry went out and told the entire world during his Save the Planet speech that due to his minimalistic lifestyle and him wanting to have a smaller carbon footprint, he'll be stopping at 2 children. Even leaving the Queen, as they say, quote unquote, baffled as to what's really going on here. And we all know that she does know. And then all of a sudden, all of her new friends and Harry's new buddies were coming out defending Meghan and Harry, trying to play a race card, demanding people slow down their hostility towards the new couple, giving a speech how Diana was killed by paparazzi. We don't want to see Meghan going out that same way. And Ellen claiming to have fed Archie. And her own girlfriend, wife, whatever, said she hadn't. Busted. Michelle Obama throwing in her 2 cents as far as mothering tips. Beyonce calling her the queen. She and Jay-Z having this portrait created showing Meghan as the queen. Do they know something that we don't? And Hillary Clinton's encrypted tweet, 1/2 of @Sussex Royal. It won't stop. This is endless. I could go on for hours. Y'all, there's so much more to connect, and we'll pick up where we left off next time. Real fast, I want to say thank you to my friend Diane. I appreciate you very much. She brought this to my attention earlier regarding Prince Harry lookalikes in the UK. Now, we've talked about this a lot in the last week due to like the private jet thing. I don't have to rehash all that again. But you know, the pub thing really bugged me. All of it is truly an insult to our intelligence. But I got to looking through these pictures. One thing stood out above the rest. I got to looking at this kid's hands in this picture. The one thing that bugged me so much about that picture of supposedly Harry holding Archie with his middle finger pointed to the world, he had some weird bend going on in his like pinky and his ring finger. And this kid had the same situation going on with his fingers. I've grown to have such a lack of trust anymore, you guys. I had it before, but never this bad to distinguish real from fake about all of this stuff that's been in the media. And I get it's an agenda of theirs. I get it. There's a method to their madness. Remember back on her actress portfolio, her resume, she chose Caucasian as her ethnicity. And ever since joining the royal family, her face is so smudgy and dark. And deliberately so because she's missing spots all over. We'll talk more in depth about all of this in the near future. I'm taking a few days off, you guys. Unless something astronomical happens, I'll see you after a while. And until I see you again, I hope you stay safe and be blessed.